Well, what can I say? Everything is doing its job because as I was making my last recording, I actually found a decommissioned domain. Um, I have been trying to write an article and a video blog at the same time because I've been posting articles, but I wanted to just also add some video documentation to what I've been working on recently, and that's this multi-domain content management system that um, just call multi-domain CMS or multiple domain CMS. And what it is, it's basically server-side rendering React, and it's a little bit ancient, but slowly getting there. It's got about 120 domain names in there, some duplications, as you can see, of just .info, .net. So this was during my phase of buy everything back in the early 2000s. So yeah, these are the various domains that I'm hosting, and they're all hosted on one box right now. And here is going to be the Grafana coming up, and that's me discovering the decommissioned domain. And Ad Holistic is the one, and I never owned it actually, but it was part of my WordPress fleet. And the way that I had gotten my um, content management system up and running is I did a legacy update and then import of my WordPress sites. So I updated all the way from 3.6 to 6, 7, something like that. And then I went ahead and I imported the designs and the content into my own content management system that's specifically designed to host all of these domains simultaneously and render all their pages. So this is a dashboard in Grafana of a nightly job that I have that goes and takes a screen cap of every page possible for every um, domain and page that I have in my network. So this gives me a good feeling of being able to have a visual handle on what needs to happen. Like I can see there's an image missing here, there's an image missing here. So there's been some loops that I had created that didn't generate images when they were generating content, and malformed some of the things. So definitely some experiments gone wrong, and we can see the side effects as well as missing pages that should exist that don't. Excuse me. So this what we're looking at on the right is the analytics integration. So all the layout files, they have analytics here. They also have lead generation activities or events as well. So we can see that if you fill out this enrollment form, I fire a contact form engagement, or if you fill out this free quote, if I will go ahead and when this is submitted, I will fire off a quote form. So this actually is not ideal, as you can see. It's not being actually it is being persisted to the back end in this action, but it's premature in terms of registering the lead, because the lead could possibly get lost in some 500 server error. So the way I would have designed this is on the round trip on the confirmation of the database insert is where I would actually fire the event. But beggars can't be choosers, because a lot of the work is being done through agents. It's really enabled me. I mean, there's 120 domains, so imagine trying to design 120 websites all at once. It's not going to happen. And just, you can see, just going down the list, there's quite a few. This did not fill out. That is a lot more pages there. So this is just the screen cap. I have also, this is just Nginx exporter, just showing basic health, requests, metrics. I have telemetry integrated, so this is, I have to fix this. That's not going away. This is my memory signature, or I should say footprint, and here is utilization, and just overall performance. Looks like most of the requests take about 10 milliseconds in terms of processing power or runtime. So that's pretty good. I think so. The longest execution we had was 12.5 milliseconds. This is why I'm really happy with the idea that I had, not to go with WordPress multi-user and try to manage my fleet of websites there, but to actually go ahead and lean into a web server based solution, like Ryan Dahl was modifying Apache with C++ and said there's got to be a better way. And Node.js is that system, because it allows me to inspect every incoming request and route it correctly per the domain. It gives me amazing ability to integrate with third-party systems. I've got metrics happening. Node.js is mature, right? We have all these tool sets. I can see my live traffic. There's abuse happening. these 404s are scanners, and this I can see, where it's coming from. I can go ahead and report the person to the abuse email here. That's all automated because I have access to my emails, so the agent can actually do that now. So why don't I tell the agent, go ahead, so that, and there we go. So that simple prompt, go ahead and send the new abuse reports based on the new scanners we are seeing this morning. So it's going to go ahead and extract from the logs, and will send emails using Nginx logs as evidence to the abuse. So it'll pull the email out, it'll pull the ISP information out, because it built all this, basically the IP info integration, all of this. It's aware of how to look up the abuser. So just like I click here and boom. So it pretty much does the same thing. It has an API integration, and it pulls that data. Of course, it has to document everything that we do. That's part of my workflow. So there's the docs. So here it is. So this is Total scanner hosts reported 30 distinct IPs. Total probe attacks reported over 1,000 requests. And you know, I don't get a lot of traffic right now because I rebuilt everything recently. So when I watch my traffic, I really see the abuse because it's hard not to, because it's dominating. You know, it's either like a robots request or I'm trying to hack WordPress. I'm trying to hack WordPress. Okay, that's great. Okay, so the emails are sent. Oh yeah, that says yes, 9 out of 9, yes. So never mind. So yes, so that's this morning. Chore done. Okay, just contacted these people and told them abuse. Stop it. You know, get these scanners off of my network, please. So that's awesome, right? So I also have lead submission information here. I'm going to show you the orders. It's pretty much the same, but I know all of this data is fake. I'm not sure about the lead data, so I don't want to click on that section. There may be a legitimate lead. So this is just me like buying things or testing things, and this is the order information. And so I can see per domain and URL, like where my traffic is happening, and I can also see the lead acquisition. That's all wired up. So this is an awesome redundant system. I have real-time reports from Google Analytics. I have real-time reports from Grafana, Loki, Promptail, you know, Tempo, Open Telemetry. I've got insights into my overall server health, which is using quite a bit of RAM at the moment. I'm gonna have to see what's going on there. It's a humble machine, very humble. Had to reboot it recently, but the load is low, and that's good. So it's able to handle the traffic, including the abusers, no problem. All the scanners, and this is the telemetry data. I think I already showed you. This is just basic Prometheus health. I have change monitoring. So this is diff detected, mutation alert, right? So basically I try to have some control over the regression factor that occurs when you have mindless agents. Oh, look at that. List of open source C games. Nice. And it's basically one of the tools that I had to implement is the snapshot taking, just so I can visually verify, but then also this mutation, or basically snapshots of HTML as well. So not just visual snapshots, just so I can visually see like if a page is messed up, but I'm trying to have some change control going on here on a deeper level. So some jobs that are coming up to really provide me with better health and control over what's happening. This is interesting. This is a scanner report from basically a 404 check. Yeah. So it's been redesigned recently, and if I click, this takes me to the screenshots. So that's pretty much it for the Grafana side of things. Also, there's a sitemap and Spider. It's not working. But at one point I said, you know, I want to reconcile the difference between what my sitemaps say and what's actually crawlable on my system. This page is totally messed up. This is just not useful, but at least it lets me know that there's an error. I will have to tell the agent to take a look. In fact, let's do that now. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been slaving away on. Is all right, there you go. So tedious stuff, right? Looking at error reports, looking at traffic reports, looking at abusers, looking at your analytics, looking at your leads, which most of it is spam anyway, and a lot more, a lot of other things in the works. But this is the first video that I wanted to make on it because I do feel a bit a sense of accomplishment, because I had all of these things on my to-do list for years. Prometheus and Grafana was on my to-do list, just sitting there for a very long time. Sitemaps, XML, getting all the new designs in for 120 domains. I mean, it was overwhelming. It was really overwhelming. It wasn't until I got AI and just started chipping away at it, also partly as an avoidance of some other unpleasantness in my life, that I just buried myself in it and made a lot of progress. So I'm not using Cognito. I have this on my to-do list also, like an IDM, identity management, Cognito, OpenConnect, something like that. But I decided to go for my own backend microservice for users. I tried APM Elk, and I think that's just too heavy. I really do like the Grafana solution. It's lightweight. In fact, it might be a little bit heavy on to put everything on that one box. Right now, everything is on that one box. 120 domains, and Grafana is all on that one box. So I do have other servers, but this experiment was lightweight because agents again. So just if I had too much going on, the agents would go crazy. They actually destroyed a server, more than one. So I just kept that one and have to go and circle back and reformat, or actually just do a post-mortem on some of the other ones. So yeah, it's been fun experimenting, especially with loops. But the next part is generating traffic and more content, which this video is partly for that. Is content on what I'm playing around with in my particular world here. Okay, thanks.